Members of the Mugabe clan, former President Robert Mugabe's relatives, have claimed that they cut off all ties with former First Lady Grace Mugabe 2 years ago. The Mugabe clan, which includes the Mugabe, Janami and Matibiri families, accused their daughter-in-law, Grace, of showing off, being disrespectful to elders and of causing disharmony within the family. Grace is alleged to have last visited her family's Savimba rural home 2 years ago due to the strained relations. Speaking to Voice of America Studio 7, Mugabe's uncle, Ben Matibiri, said Grace usually said things that are unbecoming of the first family, belittling everyone as she tried to use borrowed powers at every opportunity. He also compared Grace to Mugabe's first wife, Sally Mugabe, who he claims was Grace's opposite and a role model. Sally Mugabe was more like a daughter to me. She took care of the family, unlike the present wife of Mugabe, who is talkative and doesn't know what to say at the appropriate time. Tiberi's nephew, Clements, echoed his uncle's sentiments, saying Grace was fond of controlling everyone wherever she is sick, failing to take her role as a daughter-in-law in the family. Grace seems to have become the scapegoat for some sections of the media and the public, who blame her for Mugabe's demise, arguing that she antagonized too many people, resulting in the Zimbabwe Defense Forces launching Operation Restore Legacy. The military takeover ultimately resulted in Mugabe stepping down. More VOA. Sally Mugabe. Grace Mugabe, a Zimbabwe Defense Forces-born Sarah Francesca Hapron. Sally Mugabe was the first wife of the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe. My mother, as she was affectionately known by the Zimbabweans, was the first woman to be buried at the National Heroes Acre in Harare after. Read more about Sally Mugabe. Grace Ntiambizadwa Mugabe Namarufu is the Zimbabwean First Lady, wife to President Robert Mugabe of the ruling party, the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front ZANU-PF. She is also the secretary of the ZANU Women's League after her nomination and subsequent election in. Read more about Grace Mugabe. Zimbabwe Defense Forces is the grouping of security forces in the Republic of Zimbabwe under which the Zimbabwe National Army ZNA and Air Force of Zimbabwe AAFZ fall. The Commander-in-Chief of ZDF is the President of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, and Commander is. Read more about Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Tags Grace Mugabe, President Robert Mugabe, Sally Mugabe.